Hello everyone, in this video we are adding fabric to our pants. You might ask, so what did we have up until now? What we were using was a default fabric in CLO which has no texture and is used only for pattern making and making style lines. This fabric doesn't have the physical properties of the actual fabric and doesn't have any texture. The reason we want to add the digitized fabric is that we want to make our pant look real. We want it to have some texture, and we want to have some thickness, and we want to judge the fit. So we cannot do any of those until we add the actual fabric. And by actual fabric in CLO, I mean digitized fabric. There are several ways to add digitized fabric in CLO, and today I'm going to share a few of them with you. The most common one is to look at the CLO library and use the default fabric that are available in CLO. These fabrics are digitized by CLO, and you can see the drape of them, and if you choose any of them you can see the physical properties, the weight and the texture of them in CLO. I can use a couple of them and show you how to add it, and we can see how much different it makes when you add different fabric on your pant. For example, suppose I'm adding a leather fabric. These are the leather fabrics. As you see, the drape of them are different. If I use this one, it still has some drape. I can click and drag it and put it on my fabric here in property, and it will be applied on my pant. Now if I simulate, you see how stiff my pant will look like, and I might need to add some ease because this fabric is very stiff and thick. And if I click on the fabric on the property editor section, I see all information about the fabric. Now suppose I added denim fabric instead of the leather. There are 3 denim fabric available, so I use this one and I simulate. And you see the drape of the fabric is different, and the texture of the fabric is also very different. So this is one way of adding fabric in CLO. You can choose the closest fabric available in CLO and use it in your garment. The second way to add a fabric in CLO is that if you have a piece of fabric that you like and you want to use it in this project, you can send it for CLO, which has a fabric digitization service, as you see in this page. It comes with a price, but they measure the physical properties of your fabric, and they scan the surface of your fabric and give you a zfab file which you can download and use it in your project. The third way is to use the fabric AI generator, which is very interesting. If you click on your fabric and go to the information part and the physical property, and under material actually you see a magic wand, and you can click on that. It doesn't matter if you have default fabric or another fabric, because here it asks you what kind of fabric you like, and you can choose whatever which is close to your desired fabric. They have tricot, twill. For example, I choose a twill, and for the content type I use the print, and I want to have some tartan check, and for here I wanna use some stars because my sweater has stars in it and generates. So it created this one for me. You can apply it and it goes into your pant. I'm not very happy with how it looks, so I want to change it to denim and use the art and oil painting, and maybe here I get a better result. So this is one interesting way for adding new prints if you are interested in AI. Of course, it has a lot of potentials. But for our today's project, I wanna use one of the CLO default fabric and customize it to look like this image. So what I'm going to do, first of all, I go back to my default fabric for everything. So when I look at my image, I see that this fabric is very like denim fabric, but in a brown colorway. So I will go to CLO library, I type denim. If I go to closet and connect asset and type denim, I get more options. But since the provider of these are not known to me, I prefer to work with the default fabric of CLO itself for now. Okay, there are 3 fabrics available. You can choose any of them based on the texture you like, and just click and drag. So this is for my shell fabric. I know I have some pocketing fabric as well. Like for pocket bag, I want to choose poplin fabric, and this is good. So for these 2 pieces, I click on them and press the arrow button, and now my pockets are different fabric. I simulate. Okay, now I need to edit the properties of this fabric to be more like my image. Because I don't want to change this, I want to make a copy of it. I Ctrl C, Ctrl V, or use this copy icon to copy this fabric and name it denim brown 2, or any name you like. And I look at the construction, which is denim. I like it to be how it is. And the front, I want to change the color of the fabric, but for changing the color you need to first make sure desaturate the color map, because if you don't do it, the new color will be a mix of this color and the new color you are choosing. So now that I did desaturate, I can click on the color, and with the eyedropper I can click on anywhere in the screen, and it will copy the color for me. So I do like this and then press escape and apply and close. Okay, you don't see it on the pant because our pant still has this fabric on, so you need to choose all of your pieces with this fabric. with a marquee and use this fabric. Okay. Okay. So we were editing the properties of our fabric. So you see still we have the texture of previous denim fabric, but we changed the color. And we only change the color of the front. If you see the back has another color, we can change it here. So let's see first now what is the back of our color look like, our back of our pant. I delete the avatar. So the back is different color. It's not the beige we have here, so we need to change it. First of all, make sure your thick textured surface is on. Now you see the real fabric color. Okay. Now I need to change the backing color. Uncheck this point because otherwise it keeps the back and front of the fabric same color. Now I can choose this icon in the color section, and with the eyedropper change the inner side color. You see it happened instantly. Apply and close. So now that we changed the color of both sides, let's look at some other properties as well. The normal map, you don't want to change it because we used it from our denim fabric. The normal map shows the with some shadows, gives the depth to our fabric. So CLO has their default normal map for this kind of fabric. So if you have another normal map from other sources, you can bring it here, but otherwise you can just use the normal map available in CLO. Displacement map is actually when some part you bring some part of the fabric forward and some backward to give the visual depth, and actually it's not only visual, it's actually some part of your fabric is placed in front of the other parts. So that is very helpful when you want to be more detailed in your fabric texture. The opacity shows how see-through your garment is. The lesser it is, the more see-through your garment, and the more like close to 100, it won't be see-through at all. Reflection shows how much rough your surface is. If it is increased like this, your surface is reflects the light more, and you can change it by this. The matness is again you can change, and the thickness is mentioned here. So another thing I wanted to change is the brightness, the reflection intensity, because I see our pants look darker than our image. That one I can change by changing the shadow intensity. You see, when I increase the shadow intensity, it will be darker. So I reduce it, and the brightness, I increase it. Okay. So those are the edits I like to do for my fabric. Another thing, you see this part is different in color. That's because we have our bonding shown in 3D menu, a 3D window. We can check it off by going to this garment display, or sorry, trim display. Okay, unchecked it, and now everything looks better. These red lines is our internal lines. We can also turn them off like this. And you see our zipper is a different color. We can change the color of our zipper. If we click on it, you see it goes to our zipper properties. And here on the color, again, we can use our eyedropper. Okay, it changed the zipper teeth. We can also change the tape. And we can also change the slider. We can also change the color of our hook and eye. Okay, now that we are happy with our fabric, we can look at the overall fit in next video. Firstly, I want to show you how to add this folded part and turn it back, and then we can look at the overall fit on the waistband and upper body.